Hello, welcome back to Trayvon and George, nger of a misguided nation. Um, I got another caller here, and like I said before, we need to pray for the world to be a better place. We need to come together and make this planet a better place. I want to get to this next caller real quick. Caller, what's your name?
Gerard.
Oh, this is my buddy Jerron. This is my co-host from my show CSC Sports. Jerron, what's going on, man?
Nothing much. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I know you didn't call to talk about any sports. You called to talk about Trayvon, right?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, that's been in the news lately. So yeah, I wanted to see how you feel about it. I know I got some thoughts on the situation.
I want to give you the floor, man, because I got a lot to say, so you go first.
Yeah, like I say, it's been in the news a lot lately. The Trayvon Martin situation. We had a lot of political leaders getting involved, and even some of the sports teams getting involved. I saw last week the Miami Heat. They took a team photo with the whole squad in hoodies, basically just to show their respect for the situation and let everybody know that they're aware of the situation. So I thought that was interesting that they would get involved because nowadays a lot of the sports figures try to stay away from stuff like that, something that may have an impact on their image. So I thought it was big for LeBron and Wade to come out and express strong feelings about the situation. But overall, I just think it's a sad situation. I mean, it's like another young black man taken away. He was only 17 years old, and the Zimmerman got still on the street. Like even though he pretty much took somebody's life without justification. So I just think it's a sad situation overall.
Jerron, man, do you think that, like, when you see those athletes posing that picture, I'm quite sure since Trayvon's death, there's probably been, I'm just going to take 4 or 5 cities. Let's just take, I'm going to throw Chicago, and outside Chicago, we got Maywood, Illinois. We got Maywood. We got Detroit. We got New York. Let's say Los Angeles. I don't know how many it is, but if it's five, it's five. I'm quite sure since Trayvon was killed, it's probably been over 100 murders. Probably 50. Hoping is none, but we know somebody has been killed by black on black violence. Do you think those sports figures care about that, or you think that was a stunt just to say, hey, we're going to show unity, look cute in our hoods? Do you think that was a stunt, or you think that was legit?
I think it was legit. I was sort of skeptical at first, but then the more I thought about it, I mean, like you say, there's a lot of murders that take place every day. Like in Chicago alone, I think there were 51 murders in the month of March alone. So that's since the Trayvon situation took place in late February. But this was a different case. This wasn't anything to do with like just random crime or drug dealer gang conflict. This was just a innocent guy on the street walking down the street coming back from the convenience store getting shot by a so-called neighborhood watch leader. So I think this was a bit of a different situation.
It's not different.
Unfortunate, but this was a little bit different.
It's not different. Man, let me tell you something. We got an infection going on and an extermination at the same time of our own people, Joe. We killing each other. We hate each other. It's daily. It's rapid. Right in front of our face in 3D. And it's not Clash of the Titans, baby. I'm keeping it real with you. This is right in our face. This happens every day in Maywood in Chicago. I worked in Maywood, Illinois for about 18 years as a barber. And I met a lot of people who I grew to love and call brothers and sisters and friends. I have watched about 15 people that I have put clippers on their head die in Maywood. And I haven't seen one march. I've seen marches recently. This is not knocking Maywood. I'm talking about marches from NBA players or people like Jesse Jackson. I have seen the people out there try. But I'm talking about when you see major figures carrying. I'm from the west side of Chicago. I probably seen 25 or 30 in my lifetime die that I knew. So I've seen a lot of people die. I haven't seen a lot of people coming down for that. Why is Trayvon's case so much different? You know what I mean? Why is this case so much different? I mean, we see people die. Why these athletes are not coming down for that? Straight up. I want to know, give me your opinion on that.
I think that like you say, it's unfortunate when anybody dies, but the fact that this guy was minding his own business and shot by somebody who wasn't black. It wasn't a black on black crime, which is something that we unfortunately see every day in the city of Chicago and other major cities. But this was a grown white man shooting a young black teenager. That's what made it different. That's what brought a lot of the political leaders and celebrities and athletes and entertainers. And that's the reason why they're coming out and voicing their opinion on this situation, because you got a grown white man shooting a young black teenager who was minding his own business, from what I understand.
Man, but you know, I understand all of that, but I just wonder why they're not why these inner city crimes that we see with the black on black violence is not getting the attention enough. Like I said, being in Maywood, coming up on the west side of Chicago, the south side of Chicago, the north side, Cleveland, Chicago, Detroit, we get that type of crime all the time. And a lot of us, I got to blame the people too, we don't do anything. A lot of us are following suit with the pop culture, with the hoods, but a lot of us are not consistent with trying to make a difference with our people. It's just like when I look at how we treat women, how the black man treats the black woman, and how the black woman thinks her ass is her best asset. You know what I mean? We are a lost tribe, dog. We are a lost tribe, and we don't get it. And we are dying. We are being exterminated by our own hand. What do you think we need to do to unify ourselves and to re-educate ourselves on black love and how to love ourselves and how to fit better in a society and make it grow? What do you think we need to do to revamp this misguided nation?
I think it all starts at home. I think that we as a race need to instill better values in our children in terms of what they're getting at home. Stop letting the TV raise our children and take a more active role in raising our children and instilling the right values in them from a young age. I think another problem is kids having kids. There's so many teenage mothers and young mothers who aren't in a stable situation themselves, bringing children into the world and having to raise them by themselves and having to put that burden on other family members, and I think that's where a lot of the problem starts. So I think just better parenting and giving the kids a more solid foundation in terms of their home situation will be a start.
Man, I think, you know, far as the way the right now it's hard. It almost makes a freedom fighter feel like, man, if I go in strong, head first for my people, it ain't worth it. Because you look at the women with the tattoos and how they view their bodies, and their mentality has become like a man now. They think like men. They think with their lower self. They don't think highly of themselves. They view themselves as sexual objects, and men view women as sexual all the time. Most of the men nowadays, we look at a woman only for that. Now, we don't care what a woman's vision of her future is. We don't care about the problem she's facing. She's only a sexual object to us, most of us. And we need to revamp our whole understanding about who we are. It has to be rewritten. Because I just look at some of the pictures I see posted on Facebook, and you can tell the lack of integrity we have with the way that we just are willing to show that we like to get drunk on the weekends. We just came back from partying, but they have a picture also in the same picture gallery with 3 or 4 kids they have. So if you're out partying to 2 in the morning with a bottle in your hand, who is watching the kids? You see the guys doing the same thing. Who's watching their kids? Are you going to work the next morning? We just see so many negative images of us. It's almost feel like, it makes you feel like we're doomed. Are we doomed to you as a people?
I mean, I wouldn't say we're doomed, but I would say we got a lot of work to do. Like you say, I agree that we're not doing the best that we can right now. I think we got a ways to go over, and we can all do things to improve our overall situation as a race.
Man, I hope, in ending this and in closing, I hope that George Zimmerman is brought to justice. I hope that the Martin family can overcome this, and I hope that you guys move forward in trying to help the communities get better. I hope that race relations get better on this planet. I hope that white, black, green, and yellow, whatever color you are, I hope we can all come together to live under one umbrella. I hope that this is the last senseless racial incident, I know it's not going to be, that happens on this planet. I hope this can be the last one. I hope that this is the end of us seeing tragedy right in front of us. When we can touch it with our hand, but we really can't touch it because get your hands off. Get your hands off. This is just going to fly by. You guys don't love each other. Why should we fight for this case? That's how the world is doing us. Hey, you guys kill each other. Why should we fight this? I hope all of that stuff change. I hope that we can reach out and make a difference. I hope that whoever decides to watch this show pass it on to the next person and let them voice their opinion and take something from this and pass it on to the next person. And we start getting together as a family because we're a lost tribe and we are misguided. Thanks, Trayon, for calling.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it. That was Trayon Bland, and that was my last caller for tonight. Thank you guys for watching my show, Anger of a Misguided Nation. I hope that you guys can pray. I'm sorry, I'm a little distraught. Pray for this planet. I hope everybody out there that's praying for the Martin family continue to pray, and I hope that George Zimmerman is brought to justice, and I hope that we get it together as a people and put down them guns. Women, stop getting them tattoos and all them piercings. Brothers, pull up your pants, comb your hair, groom your face, wash your ass, get a job, take care of your kids, and do everything you have to do to be known on this planet as being a productive black man. So I want you to wake up, brothers, and put down the reefer, put down the dro, put down the beer and the alcohol, stop partying, get on your knees and pray and meditate with your kids. And get on your knees and talk to God. Don't hustle. Give up hustling, selling drugs, and buying guns. And trust God. Stop using him in vain. Women, do the same thing. Get off link. Get off welfare. Go back to school. Do what you got to do, but take care of your family and be more responsible on who you open up your legs to. Let's get it together and make a change. I want everybody on this planet to understand that I'm saying this from the heart because I'm tired of my daughter watching the news and going on Facebook and this sex book to her now. I'm tired of your kids seeing it from other people. White, black, green, and yellow, I don't care what color you are. We got to get this together. We are misguided. We all are under one umbrella, under the same nation, under God. So let's get it together, people. Peace. I'm Jay Howard. Go to my website, www.cscsports.com. I have a page dedicated to this show. It's www.cscsportswithjhoward.com and check out this episode and pass it on. Let's get it together. Peace, Trayvon Martin. I'm out.